This is a video on sublimation on raw wood. These are 8-inch raw wood blanks that I purchased, and I will have the link below in the description. So I design in Word, so I open a new Word document and I'm going to go into Layouts and I'm going to make my size 8.5 by 11. And I will keep my orientation at landscape, and then I have some custom margins that I set up, so I'm going to set that to 0. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to insert a shape because we are doing a round sign and it is 8 inches, so I want to make sure that I have just the right size for this image. So now I've pulled in kind of a oval here, but I am going to change this to 8 by 8 so that we have a perfect circle. I'm going to do the wrap and through feature so that I can move this around on the page, because if we don't do that in Word, you're going to have a hard time inserting your images and moving them around. And again, that is wrap and through, but you can also find it up here, wrap text and then through. So now I'm going to insert the image that I found. This image isn't quite what I was looking for. I wanted something a little darker for the wood, but I found this cute round gnome, and so I'm going to bring that in. And again, you have to do the wrap and through feature so that that brings that up. Now you can see that that's pretty close to the right size. It almost looks like it brought it in. Oh, it brought it in at 8.5 by 8.59. So I'm going to drop this down to 8 and see what we get. Still a little bit too big, so I'm going to drop it down one more here, 7.9. And I'm going to bring our circle forward here. If I can get up here to my shape format, and then I am going to bring my circle forward and make sure that that covers that really nicely. See how that covers that? Now we know that that image is about the right size for that circle. So now I am going to get rid of my blue circle. I'm going to delete that because we don't want that to print. And now I'm going to go into my printer settings. And I'm going to go to print, and I'm going to be using an Epson EcoTank 2760 that I've converted over to sublimation. And you can see here on the top that it is cut off a little bit. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to move him down. Now I'm going to go back to File and Print. And now you can see that there is a good image there that is all going to print. So now I'm going to go to my printer properties. I'm going to make sure I have premium presentation paper matte chosen and quality high. Then I'm going to go under more options and image options, and we want to emphasize more, emphasize thin lines, and then hit OK. We want to make sure we do not have high speed checked, and we want to make sure that we mirror our image. So now I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to go print this. I'm using HTV Ront 125 paper for this, and then we will be also using heat tape. And here is our image fresh out of the printer. While my image was printing, I preheated my press. I am going to be pressing this piece of wood at 385 degrees for 60 seconds. And I've never done this before, so we will check it after the 60 seconds to see how it turned out. But I really like 385 degrees Fahrenheit. That's kind of my go-to temperature. And we're going to try this at 60 seconds. And as you can see, I have added a silicone mat to my press, and I will have the link below for that as well. So I picked the best side of this piece of wood, and then I cleaned it with a lint roller because you do not want to have anything on the wood when you press it. Now I have added a piece of protective paper onto my pressing mat as well. Now here I've laid the good side of my piece of wood onto the image, and now I'm going to be taping this down carefully so that it doesn't move. Now you're going to make sure that you're using heat resistant tape for this, and as you can see, I don't let the tape get anywhere near the image. I just lightly tape this. I just don't want this to move. Now, after you've taped your image to your wood blank, you are going to flip this over. You want the paper side up onto the wood piece, and your wood piece is going to be on the protective paper. I use a Teflon sheet over this when I press. So this is my Teflon sheet on top of everything else, and then we are going to press. Again, we are pressing this at 385 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 seconds. Now after the 60 seconds, I was real careful and lifted it up. You got to be real careful because you don't want to burn yourself, but I wanted to get a peek to see if I needed to press this again, but I was very happy with the results. Be sure to use heat-resistant gloves because this wood will be hot. Well, I think the 60 seconds was very good. It doesn't look burnt. It looks like it turned out perfect. Here is a close-up view. Well, I am very happy with these results. This is the first time that I have ever done sublimation on blank wood, and I am happy. The 385 degrees for 60 seconds seems like it was the charm. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will have the links below in the description for items that I used. And have a great day.